Well, if you happen to miss it, Legend of Slime has a new update out. This means new features, glitches, and more, which I'll cover with you, since there are some hidden ways to get tons of damage in this new update that I'm sure many of you will miss. That is because the new menus don't make the bonuses very clear, so I will cover that with you, so do listen up for all that info. Also, have you seen the poll we posted on the channel? If you haven't, go to the community section on the channel page and submit your votes if you haven't already. I'm curious where everyone is for stages, and also if you are a free-to-play player or a pay-to-win player. So far, we have around 80% of the player base between Inferno and Cocytus, and only 10% in Heaven and above. But what really surprises me is how many free-to-play players there are right now. Over 69% of you are free-to-play. I will probably do a second poll to ask whether or not you've purchased anything in Legend of Slime before, since a lot of current pay-to-win players are either light spenders, or they have only bought the cheapest package to unlock Cabalus or ads, so I will make a distinction in a second poll. So be sure to check it out in the community tab and vote, and subscribe while you are there. Now as for the update, just go to your app stores if the update wasn't forcibly sent your way, and boy oh boy do I ever hate the new update. Well, not actually hate, but this sure was a painful update for us above users. And why is that exactly? Well, let's just say our last build heavily relied on the Bob, since his slime skill was stupid broken. For some reason it dealt tons of damage per activation, so hopping into a stage boss battle, I'll have two battles up. The one on the left is a stage boss battle before the update, and the one on the right is the current updated version we see here. You can definitely see we're presented a not so pretty sight on the right. The stage boss doesn't even realize we're here. Lebov's skill damage has been fixed, so sitting at extreme, I think we're going to be stuck here for a long time. Hopefully in the next little while, we will get a second update to give us some sort of new feature. That way we manage to gain some damage to the stage bosses we're at now, but who knows when that'll happen. Anyways, let's jump into the patch notes and see what's changed. The list is fairly short, but there are some feature improvements here that you'll likely want to be noting. They added a how to become strong feature in the guide menu. I was hoping this was some sort of new feature that would give us new stats and abilities, but I think it's just a beginner checklist thing that you can use for some free gems. Most of you will probably have this congratulations message already, saying you've completed the basic training and you'll get 2,000 gems from it. That's really just it. Kind of bland, but hey, free gems are free gems. After you receive it, the menu option goes away for those of you that are wondering. Now, what's really interesting is the toy-related improvements they've added. My favorite being the Fuse All feature. Once you have 150 toys stacked up in your inventory, it is such a huge pain trying to fuse them all individually. I think this is one of their best implemented features yet. Obviously for the quality of life improvements it provides, but also you're able to specifically fuse rarities of toys. So if you only want to start off with your common toys, you can do that, essentially getting rid of the bulk quickly. So firstly, you should just fuse the toys you have with good attributes up to epics, and then group fusion your commons and rares, and then use them as toy fodder as needed. This way you don't have to manually fuse the junk, since the current UI for the toy fusion isn't very friendly when it comes to the fusion process. But something the devs really did improve is toys and the stats they provide. As the notes suggest, they improve the attack power and HP on all toys, where they are now double when the slime is equipped with their exclusive toy. Now there is a trick with this. Firstly, if we look at our current toy, I have Ignis equipped as our slime, but also I have their slime toy equipped. So what the double stat bonus they were referring to in the patch notes relates to would be the base stats on the toy. And when we say base stats, that strictly means the attack and HP that the toy provides. This does not apply to the critical hit damage, companion damage, or any other attribute you see under the toy base stats, but still that is a very large bonus they are providing for free, essentially giving you an extra exotic toy toys worth of stats. Now there is a trick with this. As you know, when you equip your toys to another slime, they get the attack and HP bonus from the toys, regardless if you have the slime equipped. So it's always a nice bonus to put on another one of your mythic or exotic toys on a slime you don't use to get the base stats added on. Well, this bonus now applies to the 2x stat buff you get from toys equipped to the same slime, and I'll show you an example of this. Let's look at Bunny for example. We don't have Bunny currently equipped as our slime. Currently, Bunny has a Serpine toy equipped, so it's getting the regular base attack bonuses. And as you can see, the toy attributes are grayed out, where it does literally say they are not applied. I'm glad that they specify this because people for some reason get very confused, so we can clearly read it here. This is not the slime you're using. These options do not apply. Now the trick is that if we switch over to a Bunny toy, we actually get double the stats. That is again for the base stats, the exact same way we saw when we were using Ignis earlier. This is reflected in our damage as well. When we switch back and forth between our two toys, we clearly get a 10% damage difference. So in reality, when it does come to toys, you definitely don't want to make a toy for a slime you don't have. It doesn't matter if they aren't your main slime, you just have to make sure you own the slime, since making a toy for a slime you don't have will result in half the value, meaning you're basically wasting exotic toy since you're not maximizing the stats you can get from it. So again, you should go ahead and reorganize your toys, equip all the toys you don't use on your main slime to the slime they're for, and also don't make any duplicate exotic toys. Based on this update, we should essentially start making an exotic toy for every slime we have. That way we get double the bonus for each slime. I know the damage is diminishing for each toy we add, but you should still try to maximize where you can. Also, toys now have a locking feature, so you can lock the toys you don't want to fuse, which is perfect for the automatic toy fusion feature. And the good thing is, mythic and exotic toys are automatically locked so you don't mess up. I've seen it happen countless times, so definitely a feature that is appreciated. Other than that, not too much else to cover regarding this update. I'll have to do a new build guide video since the Bob isn't the best anymore, and I'll have a video coming up soon where we cover every available glitch in the game so far, since we get this question asked multiple times daily in our Discord server, which you should definitely join. We have close to 10,000 members in there, so come join in to see what you're missing out on. Also, that video will include a new ring glitch that you'll love to use. This is a new glitch that even I never used previously. It just came to my attention, so I'm here to share it with you. Again, be sure you are subscribed for more Legend of Slime content like this, and stay tuned for the next video. Enjoy.